Right, my speech is about female infanticide in India. So before I actually get into the gist of the speech, I want to give you a quick story about my experiences growing up in India. I'll talk to you about a friend of mine that I got to know, and so you guys can see the social cultural differences between his experiences and my experiences. So I was born in Bangalore, and I grew up playing cricket on the streets with some of the slum children at the local park. And one of the good friends I got to make was a kid named Kashyap, and he's 2 years older than me. So at the age of 16, Kashyap was married, and when his father died, he inherited his bicycle repair business. And right now he's 19. He's getting ready to have his first kid, and also he has to take care of his extended family. So look at the pressures between what I'm experiencing and what he's experiencing. So just keep that in mind. So what exactly is female infanticide? You can break up the words. It's a pretty basic definition. It's the overkilling or neglect of a female baby, often practiced in areas where males are valued over females. And there's many gruesome ways that you can kill a baby, as outlined above. I'm not going to go into it. But the bottom line is, what drives people to do this? What would drive parents to kill their daughter in cold blood? So I'm going to go over 3 basic reasons based on sociocultural aspects of why parents would kill a daughter. So the first one is the dowry system. The dowry is a concept that goes back millennia in India. And it's basically a large sum of money or gold that's given to the male side of the family by the wife side of the family during a marriage. So the dowry concept is a little bit sexist in the sense that the female has to give a large sum of the money to the husband. But the reason is that women in India are often considered a burden on their families, which means that they don't really contribute economically to the family. Often they can't work. They're basically cooking, cleaning, taking care of the household. So financially, they're not really contributing much. Now, the idea behind the dowry system is that it was actually banned by the Indian government, but this practice is still rampant, that is still practiced mostly in rural India, but it's really taken off, and it's causing a lot of hardship on families. So people who have daughters, sometimes like 3, 4 daughters, don't want to pay so many dowries. So they often take care of their baby by giving them away, or to the rampant problem of female infanticide, killing the baby means that you save a lot of money in the future, so you don't have to pay the dowry. So prejudice and superstitions are another reason that drives people to kill their babies. So I'm going to go over a quick superstition real fast. So one of the big superstitions that goes around in rural India, especially in the south, is that having 2 consecutive daughters is bad. So a family might have 1 daughter, but then a second daughter is born. It actually causes superstition that it causes bad luck financially and happiness-wise on the family. So 1 daughter isn't a big deal. Often families still want sons, but by the time they have the second daughter, they'll try to abort the daughter if they find out that it's going to be born, or after it's born, if they don't know about the sex, then they'll try to kill the baby. And one of the biggest reasons is funeral rites, actually. So in the Hindu culture, it's the male heir that performs the cremation ceremony. So cremation is when you put the deceased person on the pyre and light the fire, and as you can see in the picture. But it's in the Hindu culture, the son is really prioritized. So the son is the one who does the ceremony. And if someone other than the son does the funeral rites, then it's not as good for the soul, which means that it's harder for the soul to ascend into heaven. Somebody else were to perform the rites. So sometimes if the family doesn't have a son, they'll go to the cousin or the nephew or the brother or some other male in the family. It always has to be a male. But we always want a son. So families who have daughters, they don't want to burden themselves with having just a female. So that's why there's a big push towards male dominance in the society. So for economic reasons, for superstitious reasons, and even for spiritual and cultural reasons. So how can we reform? So I'm going to go over some of the things that the government has done over the past century. So they banned sex-selective abortions. They banned the dowry system, as I mentioned. They banned the caste system discrimination. They banned child labor, temple dedications, which is basically you can't take care of a daughter, you donate her to the temple. But what's happened is that a lot of times these women become prostitutes, or they become exploited by the priests themselves. And on January 1st, 1996, they actually banned ultrasound scans. So my mom actually had an ultrasound for me in 1995 because I had some birth complications. But if this was a few months later, technically it's banned unless you have a doctor's order or something special that has to go through. But the main gist of it is that the government's really corrupt. People are really corrupt. So no matter how many laws or how many things are passed, it's really easy to bribe the system. So you can easily get doctors to still perform these things. You can still get the government officials to look the other way. And a lot of these things that have been tried to have been stopped are only pushing infanticide even more. So a quick statistic in India. I went to volunteer in orphanages and ashrams, which are like combined orphanages and schools for rural India and people in poverty. I saw for every 7 girls at a school, I found 10 boys. And this statistic carries on through the rest of India as well. For every 1,000 boys in rural India, you can only expect to find about 700 girls. It's really shocking. You expect a 50-50 distribution, but obviously there's something that's skewing the population towards males. So my organization I work with is called Vidya Daanam. It means the gift of education. And we basically build these ashrams, donate books, donate toys, donate clothing. And I've been involved with them for 3-4 years now. Last I went to India, I actually got to donate toys and help build some schools in India. It's really nice to see the smiles on the children's faces. You know, it's really different from just donating money to actually going and doing something in person. It's a really big difference and something that I would really encourage you guys to be involved with. So other than just giving donations, you know, just help the cause of education, spread the word, and education really is the solution to most problems in the world. So together, we can make a difference. Thank you.